time of 1:58.115. It's a lovely day for racing here at Autopolis 2009 as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Mike O'Hagan is on their first practice flying lap. Armin Sunoiler is in T1. With just 347 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Armin Sunoiler is getting to grips with the Mazda MX-5 touring car in this practice session. O'Hagan posted 1:58.716 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Armin Sunoiler is on their first practice flying lap. There are just over 345 minutes left in this practice session. It's a bit like looking for water in the outback. These drivers are searching for that sweet rhythm, where everything just clicks.
Spot on. It's that elusive flow state. When everything syncs up, the car, the track, the driver, that's when magic happens.
Mike O'Hagan has a best lap time of 1:58.645. Armin Sunoiler is in start-finish. Eddie G is on their practice outlap. Armin Sunoiler has a best lap time of 2:01.775. It's a lovely day for racing here at Autopolis 2009 as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. With just 342 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Infinity posted 1:57.595 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Mike posted a 1:58.635 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions. Like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right, in Indy, we fine-tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
Ever heard the pit crew chat about wheel camber? Sounds like a dance move, but trust me, it's all car talk.
Haha, yeah, camber is the angle of the wheel relative to the road. A bit of negative camber, where the top of the tire leans inwards, can give more grip in the corners. But too much and you're looking at premature wear on the inside of the tire. It's a balancing act, and each track requires its own setting.
English 52 is on their practice out lap. Mike has a best lap time of 1:58.324. With just 338 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. It's a lovely day for racing here at Autopolis 2009 as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Armin Sunoiler posted 2:00.599 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Eddie G is getting to grips with the Mazda MX-5 touring car in this practice session. Maybe today Satan is on their practice out lap. Armin Sunoiler posted a 2:00.599 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? You know, mate, watching these practice sessions, you'd think the driver just jumps in and goes. But there's a heck of a lot more to it. Starting with that aero package, the balance between drag and downforce.
Oh, for sure. You tweak the front wing just a smidge, and you could have a totally different beast on your hands. Depending on the track, they might want more downforce for those tight corners or reduce it for the long straights to maximize speed.
In these sessions, they're not just pushing the car's limits, but their own too. Testing their mettle, seeing how far they can go before the big dance.
Exactly. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Balancing aggression with precision, daring with data. It's an art and a science.
Eddie G has a best lap time of 3:05.766. Chris Ilduke is on their first practice flying lap. Eddie G has a best lap time of 3:05.766. With just 333 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. It's a lovely day for racing here at Autopolis 2009 as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Armin Sunoiler posted a 2:04.115 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Mike has a best lap time of 1:57.756. Lars is on their practice out lap. Oi, these practices Arena Euro T just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
Let's talk rubber. Tire pressures ain't just about pumping them up and hitting the road. Eat a Euro S like a fine art.
Couldn't have said it better. Tire pressures can dramatically impact the contact patch, the actual bit of tire touching the tarmac. Too high and you lose temperature and grip, too low, and you risk overheating, uneven wear, or even a blowout. Each tire will have its own sweet spot where they grip best.
Armin Sunoiler posted 201.856 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Chris Ilduke has a best lap time of 2:06.662. Eddie G posted a 2:02.229 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? With just 328 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Eddie G posted 2:02.229 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? English 52 has a best lap time of 2:00.489. Infinity posted a 3:37.831 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? With just 326 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
It's time to separate the contenders from the pretenders here at Autopolis 2009, as the drivers rev up their engines and put their skills to the test in the qualifying session.
The pressure is on to set the fastest lap times, and the tension in the air is palpable.
Infinity is on their outlap.
They will want to get a good gap established for their first flying lap.
What a performance from Megasaurus 55. They currently occupy 4th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? And there goes Puppy Dog from Hell, currently in position 7. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. A solid performance from Megasaurus 55 as they currently hold position 3. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has shown great potential to secure third. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
A strong showing from Chris Ilduke as they currently sit in third. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Currently in 9th, Infinity has completed their outlap. Infinity has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Chris Ilduke has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Armin Sunoiler has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. It's a lovely day for racing here at Autopolis 2009 as we watch these drivers warm up and get ready for the race. Infiniti is on their practice out lap. These practices, mate, they're like a kangaroo finding its best hop. Once you've got it, you are Euro unstoppable.
Couldn't a Euro T have put it better? Finding the perfect launch is all about repetition and adjustments.
Let's get this qualifying session underway here at Autopolis 2009. Superman is on their outlap. What a performance from Infiniti. They currently occupy 4th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Infiniti's current position of 4th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
English 52 has positioned themselves well in 6th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Absolutely, Rob. English 52 has shown great potential to secure 6th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
A solid qualifying performance by Superman, positioning them in 3rd at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Superman's current position of 3rd reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Maybe today Satan has put in a great effort and currently holds 8th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
You're spot on, Rob. Maybe today Satan's current position of 8th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals. Pressure is on to set the fastest lap times, and the tension in the air is palpable.
What a fantastic Magic Mike has completed their outlap. O'Hagan has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification. Chris Ilduke has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Robin Overbeck has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. It hasn't been the best qualifying session for Megasaurus 55 so far. They find themselves in 11th position, which is not where they had hoped to be. However, there's still time left on the clock, and they have the opportunity to make improvements.
Absolutely, Rob. Megasaurus 55 is aware of the current situation, and they'll be looking to make the most of the remaining time. They'll need to analyze their performance, work closely with their team, and find that extra bit of speed to improve their qualifying position.
What an impressive performance from Infinity. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors. A solid performance from Magic Mike as they currently hold position 3. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Magic Mike has completed their first flying lap in 1:58.345. It's been a challenging day. Megasaurus 55 has completed their outlap. English 52 has put in a great effort, and current English 52 has just completed a lap in 1:59.709. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. A solid qualifying performance by Maybe Today Satan, positioning them in 10th at the moment. The question now is whether Maybe Today Satan has just completed that lap in 2:04.483. Their best lap so far is 2:04.483, putting them in P10. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? Impressive work from Megasaurus 55, who has claimed 3rd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. Impressive display by Mike, currently sitting in position 2. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. Mike has positioned themselves impressively in second. Now, they need to build on this foundation and strive for an even better race result.
And there goes English 52, currently in position 5. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. Mike has secured a respectable second in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? O'Hagan will be happy having put themselves into second in this qualifying session. A strong showing from Armin Sunoiler as they currently sit in 6th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Armin Sunoiler has some work to do as that 2:266 is only good enough for 6th. Currently in 10th, maybe today Satan has displayed promising speed during the Maybe today Satan has some work to do as that 2:03.143 is only good enough for 10th. A solid performance from Superman as they currently hold position 4. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Superman's current position of 4th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Superman will be happy having put themselves into 1st in this qualifying session. What a performance from Armin Sunoiler. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? Armin Sunoiler has some work to do as that 1:59.910 is only good enough for 7th. It's an impressive showing by Magic Mike, currently in 3rd. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher? A solid qualifying performance by Infinity, positioning them in 2nd at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
Spot on analysis, Rob. Infinity has positioned themselves well in 2nd. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
Impressive work from Mike O'Hagan, who has claimed 3rd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
Great analysis, Rob. Mike O'Hagan has shown excellent pace to secure 3rd. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
Magic Mike will be happy having put themselves into third in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. I'm sure they can find a little extra in there.
Armin Sunoiler has put in a great effort and currently holds 7th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Armin Sunoiler has done a fantastic job to claim 7th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
Armin Sunoiler has some work to do, as that 1:59.447 is only good enough for 6th.
There's still more time to be had, but I don't know if they are going to find it before the session is over.
And there goes maybe today Satan, currently in position 10. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few maybe today Satan has some work to do, as that 202.409 is only good enough for 10th. Impressive display by Mike, currently sitting in position 3. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Mike O'Hagan's current position of 3rd reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
Eddie G has secured a respectable 9th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? It's a dominant performance from Infinity in this qualification session. They have shown exceptional form and are leading the way. Their confidence is shining through, and they are proving why they are considered one of the best in the business. A solid performance from English 52, as they currently hold position 7. However, English 52 has some work to do, as that 201.087 is only good enough for 7th. Incredible drive by Eddie G so far, earning him 9th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up?
Absolutely, Rob. Eddie G has shown great potential to secure 9th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
What a performance from English 52. They currently occupy 7th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favorable starting spot?
You're spot on, Rob. English 52's current position of 7th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
A strong showing from Eddie G, as they currently sit in 9th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. A solid qualifying performance by English 52, positioning them in 7th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
I completely agree, Rob. English 52 has positioned themselves impressively in 7th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
A challenging session for Lars so far. They're currently in 11th position, which is not where they wanted to be. But in motorsport, we've seen remarkable comebacks, and they'll be hoping to turn their fortunes around and secure a better result. It's an impressive showing by Superman, currently in 2nd. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
Great analysis, Rob. Superman has shown excellent pace to secure 2nd. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
Robin Overbeck has completed their outlap. Not the ideal start for Robin Overbeck in this qualifying session. Currently in 12th position, they'll be eager to put together a strong final lap to improve their standing. The pressure is on, and they'll need to deliver their best performance. Welcome to Autopolis 2009, one of the most iconic circuits in Japan. The drivers are revving their engines and ready to take on this incredible challenge. Infiniti will have the best seat in the house starting from pole position. Starting just behind the front runners in second place is the determined driver, Superman.
Big things expected for Superman today.
Securing the third place is Mike O'Hagan.
I think we are all looking forward to seeing what Mike O'Hagan can do from here.
Watch out for Megasaurus 55, starting from the fourth grid position in today's race. Jack M team will begin the race from the fifth spot on the starting grid.
A strong grid position, and they'll be expecting a solid result today.
Starting from the sixth position, Armin Suneuler will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win.
What can we expect from the German driver?
English 52 has qualified 7th.
Armin Suneuler isn't going to make it easy to get through the pack.
Chris Ilduke is lining up 8th. Eddie G is 9th.
Another mid-pack start for Eddie G.
Maybe today Satan is placed in 10th. Lars will be looking to gain ground quickly as they start from 10th on the grid.
They'll be looking for a clean race.
Robin Overbeck may not be starting from pole, but they're still in with a shot.
Where can Robin Overbeck finish today?
Puppy Dog from Hell has some work to do from 12th on the grid, but they're not out of the race yet. They're on the move. This ain't just a Sunday drive to Bunnings, mates. Time to find the perfect track and not muck about.
Staying out of trouble in these early moments is crucial. It's a fine line between pushing hard and staying safe.
Is there a better sight than a field of elite racing drivers battling for position? know, they say, steady as she goes, and that's exactly what Mike O'Hagan's doing. Holding on to 3, maybe they've got a trick or 2 up their sleeve for later. It's brilliant to see such a full grid here today.
All the drivers will be jostling for the best position rod. Some of them may not make it to the second lap in one piece.
There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start. This is going to be one hell of a race, I can already feel it.
Like gladiators they enter Rob, but instead of lions and swords our champions fight in an arena of tarmac, and with fire-breathing machines of cutting-edge materials, designed to explore the very limits of physics itself in what can sometimes be very much a fight to the death.
I think passing is going to be difficult today here at Autopolis 2009, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers get on. Jack M team wants to find a way round Armin Sunoiler. Look, it's not always the fireworks on track that win the race. Jack M team is playing it cool, holding their cards close. Well, that's an unexpected descent. Jack M team finds themselves repositioned at 9th.
Races are full of ups and downs, kinda like my Aunt Patty's porch sweep. Jack M team will bounce back, no doubt about
it. You know, it's like watching a Kelpie herd sheep. Jack M team's making sure Eddie G stays right where they want them. No room for a sneaky pass here.
Remember those old Western standoffs? Well, Jack M team's playing the cowboy today, and Eddie's trying to outdraw them.
Every gear shift, every pedal push, Mike's got one goal in mind, capturing Superman's spot. Things are getting spicy as Robin Overbeck is breathing down Puppy Dog from Hell's Neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them. Quiet, steady, reliable. That's Robin Overbeck's game today. No drama, just some good old-fashioned racing. The intensity is off the charts as Megasaurus 55 hounds Mike, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Megasaurus 55 gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
Here's some action. Chris Ilduke's tailgating English 52 so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near T14. If consistency was an art, Chris Ilduke would be Picasso today. Just churning out those laps, one after the other.
Right.
Oh no, what's this? Looks like that's a mistake from Eddie G. This could be costly.
If Eddie G was fishing, they'd have thrown that one back into the pond. That's a tough go.
Boy, Robin Overbeck is on Lars like a drop bear on an unsuspecting tourist.
Drop bear? Had to Google that one. But yeah, here it's like a linebacker on a quarterback sack. You can see that car bouncing around as they ride the curves. It's a risky move that could end in disaster.
It's like David versus Goliath out there. Robin Overbeck just slung a stone and gained ground, while Lars is left searching for footing. Phew, talk about foreplay. Chris Ilduke and English 52 are really teasing us here. I haven't seen this much anticipation since my first date. Mate, Chris Ilduke's creeping up on English 52 like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear.
This ain't Chris Ilduke's first rodeo. They're optimizing their racing line, reducing understeer. If English 52...
Hold that thought. Hold the phone. Bloody hell. and Sunoiler just took a quick detour to the outback. Maybe they saw a kangaroo on the track or something. By the looks of it, Chris Ilduke in 6th is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on English 52. Hold on to your stubbies.
Every twist, every turn, it's like a tango at 200 miles per hour. Who'll take the lead?
Hang on to your cork hats, mates. We're about to see more jousting than a footy final between Chris Ilduke and English 52. You know, Hal, it's been a relatively quiet race so far.
That's right, Rob. The drivers seem to be pacing themselves and waiting for the right moment to make their move. It's like watching a slow dance.
The race is really heating up. Chris Ilduke is hunting down English 52 with everything they've got. Gee whiz, Chris Ilduke's getting some solid torque out of those corners. They must have figured out the perfect throttle control while trail braking. Superman's so far off pace, they might be better off in a hearse. At least then someone would be pushing from behind. Well, don't come the raw prawn. Superman's giving it some stick, pulling Infinity into a mere 1.0 seconds. Chris Ilduke is giving it their all as they chase down English 52 in P5. The drivers are getting faster as they settle into their cars and get used to the conditions, with Chris Ilduke just putting in their best lap so far with a 2 minutes. You know, braking development, blimey. Chris Ilduke veered off the track like I veer away from commitment. Maybe they'll come back, unlike my ex. Well, butter my bread and call it a sandwich. Superman's not letting Infinity have all the fairy bread at this party. Watch out, Infinity, he's coming for your Tim Tams, mate.
The gap is 0.8 seconds now. Superman is going to have to work a bit harder to close that gap with Infinity.
Fantastic move from Superman, who has just gained a position. In the grand chessboard of racing, Superman appears to have just been checked. Now stationed at second. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Superman's inching ever closer to Infinity.
Can Superman close the 0.7 second gap and make a pass?
The echo of the exhausts, the rubber meeting road, and there's Robin Overbeck, commanding the 12th.
Oh, spot on. With the way Robin Overbeck controls the 12th, you'd think they've got the track's blueprints.
If racing were a dance, Superman would be trying to lead, but Infinity just keeps cutting in. The dance floor is heating up. Oh mate, Magic Mike's more out of place than a vegan at a Bunnings sausage sizzle. Time to throw another gear on the barbie.
Indeed, the tension is palpable as O'Hagan tries to reel in Superman. But Superman is not making it easy, maintaining a consistent pace. Can Mike O'Hagan find some extra pace to bring the fight to Superman?
I tell you, mate, the tech in these cars would outshine any gizmo you'd find in a Sydney cafe.
As long as it doesn't make my morning coffee, I'm good. But yeah, the tech here is like something out of Silicon Valley.
If Superman goes any slower, they'll join me in my failed dreams collection. Front row seats available. Whoops. Lars has taken more spins than a dead or alive record.
Yeehaw, Lars decided to do a little off-roading. Wrong event, partner.
Oh, the chase is on. Superman's breathing down the neck of infinity. It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Puppy Dog from Hell trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on maybe today's Satan. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Puppy Dog from Hell close in enough to mount a challenge? Breaking update, Robin Overbeck stuffed it up. They're gonna need more than a coldie to forget that one. This is wheel-to-wheel racing at its finest. The drivers are practically glued together as they fight for every inch of track. It's a battle you don't want to miss.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. The proximity of these cars is incredible. The precision and trust these drivers have in each other is truly remarkable.
A setback for Puppy Dog from Hell, who has just been passed. By the looks of it, Mike O'Hagan's got Megasaurus. Breaking news, folks. Oh dear, Megasaurus 55 has had an incident. It's hotter out there than an Aussie summer day, mate. Reckon Superman can catch some shade behind infinity?
Shade? Here, we call that drafting. Let's see if they can stay cool and make a move. If not, there's always the AC in the pit.
It looks like Infinity is pulling away from Superman. The gap is continuing to grow as they head through T5. With every twist and turn, English 52 is shadowing Megasaurus 55, waiting to pounce like a lion on the hunt.
Shoot, Rob, you ever seen a hound chase a rabbit? That's English 52 for ya, trying to close in on Megasaurus 55 with every twist and turn of Autopolis 2009.
Strike a light. English 52 is throwing out numbers like they're buying rounds at the pub. Megasaurus 55, did that sting a bit?
Giddy up, looks like English 52's kicking the dust up. Megasaurus 55 better buckle up and respond.
With all these modern racing aids, I sometimes wonder, would the legends of the past, the real trailblazers of the sport, have had it easier or tougher today?
That's a debate for the ages, Rob. The tracks might have evolved, the cars definitely have, but the heart of racing? That's eternal.
This is where the skill and experience of the drivers really come into play. English 52 will need to stay focused and keep pushing, even when the gap seems insurmountable. It's not over until the checkered flag drops. I've made some questionable life decisions, but trailing over 2 seconds behind? Even I'm not that self-sabotaging.
Dang, O'Hagan is so far back, they're in a different time zone. Hope they remember it's race day, not laundry day.
Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Hal, but Mike's plans have gone walkabout right now. They're having a proper Barry Crocker keeping up with Superman. Looks like Superman is chasing Infinity harder than a croc chasing a tourist who's lost their thongs. It's a bit of a long shot, but we all remember that one time at the pub, right?
Yeehaw, it's like Superman took a detour through the drive-thru. With a gap that big, I hope they ordered extra determination with a side of grit.
Superman is on a charge. Their split time shows they have upped their pace. Would y'all look at that gap? Magic Mike's got a better chance of finding a sober Aussie on Australia Day. But hey, we love an underdog. Go get them, Tiger. Magic Mike's showing off some serious moves, making Superman look like they're dancing with two left feet. I've been going over some historical stats, and the lap records at Autopolis 2009 have been shattered so many times.
It's a testament to the ever-evolving world of motorsport. What was once considered fast becomes the norm, and drivers and engineers are always pushing the envelope.
Oi, Superman's giving it a red-hot go in second. Just a few kangaroo hops behind Infinity. Might see a cheeky move soon. The gap between Superman and Infinity is getting smaller.
Just what Superman needed, like sweet tea on a hot day. Can't let Infinity out of sight for too long.
We often hear drivers complaining about tire graining. Hal, can you explain what that means and how it affects car handling?
Graining occurs when small rubber particles roll up on the tire's surface, reducing grip and negatively affecting handling. It usually happens when the tires are not in their optimal temperature window or when a driver is pushing too hard on a cold or overworked tire.
The crowd is on tender hooks as English 52 in fifth chases after Megasaurus 55. The gap is just over a second, and you can feel the tension in the air. Can English 52 find a way to catch up?
You ever been to a school reunion and thought, what happened to that guy? Well, I'm looking at English 52, I'm thinking the same.
Oi! Someone tell English 52 this isn't a Sunday Arvo drive to the Bottle O. Megasaurus 55's making him look a bit slow out of the gate. The chase music's playing in Superman's head as they reel in Infinity, moment by nail-biting moment. Hold on to your stubbies. Magic Mike is closing in on Superman like a bachelor at the end of a Bucks night. Hope Superman either brought some lube or protection. Fair dinkum. Mike's finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. Hold on to your seats. Superman's turning the heat up on Infinity, closing in for the kill. It seems like Superman has got the bit between their teeth, improving on Infinity's lap time there.
As long as Superman can maintain that consistency and pace, it will be interesting to see.
Looks like Armin Sunoiler is trying to chase down Jack M Team, but right now it feels a bit like my attempts at dieting. A lot of hard work with slow results.
This is where experience comes into play. Jack M Team has been in this position before and knows how to defend their position. But Armin Sunoiler is hungry for success and won't give up easily. Will we see a clash of the Titans?
There's a storm brewing, and it's got Superman's name on it. Infinity, batten down the hatches, it's coming for you. Superman's been working the tire temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, Infinity.
Dang, Superman's fuel strategy and conservation of those brakes is spot on. They're inching closer to Infinity like a hound on a hot dog.
Maybe today Satan seems to be putting the pressure on Puppy Dog from Hell.
They need to keep it on the black stuff. You don't get points for driving over weeds, not in this game.
Bloody hell. Maybe today Satan's tearing up the tarmac and just incident alert. Looks like Puppy Dog from Hell tried the old dingo stole my race line trick. A tad too clever by half.
By the looks of it, Puppy Dog from Hell's been taking driving tips from them Duke boys. Ain't the Dukes of Hazzard, friend.
Superman is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift. These drivers are walking a tightrope between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely, it's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving. That's where experience and skill come into play. Will Superman be able to make a move and pass Infinity?
Every move counts now as Puppy Dog from Hell works to reel in maybe today Satan and overtake for P10. Tire degradation's a right pain in the ass, but Puppy Dog from Hell's handling it like a champ. Getting real up close and personal with maybe today Satan, aren't they?
Lukey here, Puppy Dog from Hell's got the optimal differential settings, allowing for tighter corner exits. It's like watching a cat chase a laser pointer when they chase maybe today Satan.
Aussies love a good underdog story. Any dark horses you're keeping an eye on for this race?
Well, every rodeo has its wild card. I've got a couple names in mind, but I'll keep them close to the vest for now.
It's like Infinity has saved all their energy for this final stretch. The leader has just finished the race. A fantastic result for Infinity. Superman takes second place with a fantastic race. Excellent focus from Mike to secure a fantastic third place on the podium. Followed by Megasaurus 55 in fourth. English 52 take fifth. Chris Ilduke in sixth. Seventh is Jack M Team. Coming in eighth we have Armin Sunoiler. Ninth sees Eddie G. Finishing 10th is maybe today's Satan. Puppy Dog from Hell and Lars end in 11th and 12th. Our race venue today brings us to the Far East. Japan hosts some truly amazing circuits, and I know that our drivers always relish the opportunity to visit Autopolis 2009 in particular. I can see they're ready, so let's get this race underway. Maybe today Satan will be looking to convert their pole position into a win. Starting from the second position on the grid, we have Eddie G.
I'm sure Eddie G will be expecting to bring home solid points from here.
Lining up in second is Eddie G.
Let's see what Eddie G can do.
Armin Sunoiler is holding down the fort in third place.
They are in a good place to mount a good challenge come the first corner.
Taking the fourth spot is Jack M Team.
Jack M Team is looking on for a strong result.
The fifth position is occupied by Chris Hill Duke. The sixth starting position belongs to English 52, who will be looking to make up ground early on.
Lining up in the mid-pack.
Starting from seventh on the grid is a good position for Megasaurus 55 to launch an attack. Sitting in eighth is Mike O'Hagan.
But don't count them out yet. They've got the skills to pay the bills.
From the middle of the pack, we have Superman in ninth place on the starting grid.
Superman is going to show us something special, I'm sure of it.
On the 10th grid slot, we have Infinity. Starting from 11th on the grid is not ideal for Puppy Dog from Hell, but they're a fighter. Lars will need to be on top of their game starting from 12th on the grid. Starting from 13th on the grid is a tough ask for Robin Overbeck, but they're up for the challenge.
Robin Overbeck will be hoping for some good points today.
Dinky Die, the green has been flagged. It's no longer mere speculation, the theoretical has become the empirical, we're racing.
The drivers will need to be aggressive but also patient. They can't afford to make any mistakes if they want to stay in the running for a podium finish.
It's a delicate balance, Hal. But the best drivers know how to find that balance and make it work to their advantage.
It's going to be an exciting first sector. I can't wait to see how this all plays out.
Maybe today Satan is off like a bride's nightie, leaving Eddie G huffing their exhaust fumes.
Yep, Rob. Maybe today Satan is tearing up the tarmac, but can Eddie G dig deep and go hell for leather to catch up? Maybe today Satan's looking tougher to pass than a kidney stone, driving with the authority of a southern sheriff.
Maybe today Satan's lagging like a laid-back Sunday arvo, and Eddie's kicked into gear like it's Monday morning rush hour.
As we say down south, Eddie's making hay while the sun shines, and maybe today Satan's barn's looking a bit empty. Reminds me of those Carolina summer storms. 1 minute it's all sun and sweet tea, next minute, boom, a downpour. Maybe today Satan's gotta find shelter and quick, while Eddie G is dancing in the rain.
It looks like Superman is all over Infinity. I think they're gonna press him through T6 and try and press for a mistake.
For sure, Rob, that's exactly what I would be doing here, as Infinity is gonna be aware of them riding their bumper. To achieve anything in this game, you must be prepared to dabble in the boundary of disaster.
Talk about intense. Armin Sunoiler is on Mike's bumper. We're in for a treat as they approach T9. Stone the Crows. Armin Sunoilers pulled a sneaky, landing at 5th. Always a surprise with them. Oh dear, Armin Sunoiler has dropped down to 7th.
Sucks to be them, Rob.
Megasaurus 55's got Armin Sunoiler breathing down their neck so close, you'd think they're trying to steal their lunch money. Remember those school days, mate? Oh wait, I never had lunch money. Mike is looking to take advantage of that aero as they get in range of Jack M team. That's going to give them the pull they need to mount a challenge very soon.
Yeah, Mike is likely going to be sniffing up the inside of Jack M team as they come into T14.
Jack M team has been served a big slice of Eat My Dust by Mike O'Hagan. Hope they got their eating pants on.
That's right, they've got to stay focused and not let this setback affect their mindset. Meanwhile, Mike is showing some incredible skill and determination, and is now a serious threat to the other drivers on the track.
Hang on, has Jack M team just played their wild card? They're lounging at 6th now. It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. A tough moment for Superman, who has just lost a place, dumping them down to 5th.
Definitely, but Superman is a skilled driver, and they have what it takes to fight back and regain that position.
It's a thrilling pursuit as Mike is right behind Infinity, keeping the pressure on for 2nd place. We've got an edge-of-your-seat battle between Megasaurus 55 in 4th and Superman in 5, with just 0.2 seconds between them.
Megasaurus 55 needs to get the lead out, Rob, otherwise their backside is gonna look like the Japanese flag come the morning.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
Sweet tea and biscuits. Superman's closing in on Megasaurus 55. I reckon we'll see some fireworks at T9.
A great moment for Superman, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings.
Well, slap my knee and call it a jamboree. Superman's putting on a masterclass, storming into 3rd.
Oof, if Megasaurus 55 was a kangaroo, they'd be roadkill by now. Come on, mate, put some pep in that step. Jack M team wants to close that gap with Eddie G. Oh, the pressure is on for Jack M team. Trapped between Armin Sunoiler 0.2 seconds away and Eddie G just ahead with a gap of 0.2 seconds, they must defend their position while seeking an opportunity to advance.
Spot on analysis, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are like a double-edged sword for Jack M team. They can use the gaps to their advantage, but they also need to be aware of the threats from both directions.
Talk about being caught in the middle. Jack M team is sandwiched between their rivals, Armin Sunoiler 0.2 seconds behind and Eddie G 0.2 seconds ahead. The battle for position is on.
Couldn't agree more, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind create a dynamic situation for Jack M team. They must carefully manage their position while being mindful of potential overtaking opportunities.
Not much room to breathe for Mike with Jack M team trailing so close. I reckon we'll see a move soon, especially at T2.
That's right, Jack M team is determined to pass Mike and secure a higher position.
With a move that's swift, I'd say Jack M team's running on high octane, and maybe a bit of Aussie spirit. Well, if it isn't English 52, the wild wallaby of the track, hopping right off the tarmac.
That maneuver from English 52? Just like my attempt at DIY car mods. Ambitious, but not quite right.
Like a scene from a thriller, Robin Overbeck's on Armin Sunoiler's tail, hungry for that spot. During your racing career, Hal, did you have any specific techniques to regain concentration if you felt it slipping? Braking alert. Looks like Megasaurus 55 is testing the off-road capabilities of their ride. Who needs speed dating when you've got Mike O'Hagan chasing down Chris Duke this eagerly? Move over Tinder. This is how you swipe right at 100 miles per hour.
On this asphalt battlefield, Mike's determination is the weapon, and Chris Duck is the target.
Things are heating up as Lars closes in on Robin Overbeck. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. It's looking good for Lars, who has gained places and put some distance between themselves and Robin Overbeck.
If this were chess, I'd say Lars just put Robin Overbeck in check. Brilliant move.
The excitement is palpable. This is going to be a race for the ages.
The drivers are executing their strategies to perfection, making the most of every opportunity. This is what top-level racing is all about.
Stone the Crows. Chris Duke's in 6th, but if I know them, Magic Mike's gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon.
Well, butter my biscuit. Chris Duke's hot on Magic Mike's tail, and not in the way you're thinking. There's some serious wooing going on at Autopolis 2009 today.
Whoa there. Megasaurus 55 is sticking to Lars like glue. You reckon Lars is feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would. Stone the Crows. Megasaurus 55's on fire, surging ahead like there's a free round at the pub waiting. Hello, 10th.
Amazing stuff. Focus and precision, what it's all about.
Jack M team is on a mission, chasing Mike, who's desperately trying to stay ahead. Jack M team seems to be losing the braking update. Looks like Lars forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that. It's like watching a cheetah chase its prey. Chris Duke's got Jack M team in their crosshairs. The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown?
The chase between Mike and Eddie G is like a high-speed game of tag only. The stakes are much higher.
Ripper of a move. Mike's not just in the race, they're owning it. G'day, 3rd. It's a game of inches now as Eddie G tails Mike closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake.
This battle between Eddie G and Mike O'Hagan is so intense, you could cut the tension with a knife, or should I say, with a front wing.
Incident alert. Whoa. Robin Overbeck took that corner like my Uncle Baz after a 6-pack, all over the shop. Look at Eddie G trying to close the gap on Mike O'Hagan. Kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party. The mental game is just as important here. Eddie G must keep their cool while putting pressure on Magic Mike.
It's an intense battle for position as Armand Sunoiler tries to outmaneuver Puppy Dog from Hell. This is edge-of-your-seat racing.
As a former driver, I can tell you there's nothing quite like the adrenaline rush when you're this close to your rival, ready to make your move.
Someone should tell Puppy Dog from Hell this ain't a Sunday drive. Armand Sunoiler's tearing up the track. As a former racing driver, Hal, how important is the relationship between a driver and their team during a race?
It's absolutely crucial, Rob. The team provides valuable information and support, helping the driver make the right decisions on track. A strong bond between the driver and the team can be the difference between winning and losing.
Mate, Jack M team's right up Puppy Dog from Hell's chuff. As they zip through T14, we're all expecting some fireworks. It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Jack M team gaining places and Puppy Dog from Hell losing them. You know, Hal, as a former racing driver yourself, can you give us some insights into what goes through a driver's mind during these quieter moments in a race?
Sure, Rob. During these moments, drivers often take the opportunity to assess their race strategy, monitor their car's performance, and plan their next move. It's all about staying focused and finding the right time to strike.
It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
This is the moment where legends are made. These drivers will go down in history as the ones who fought tooth and nail for the top spot.
Blimey, Chris Ilduke's shifted gears and the results are clear. Cruising up to 4th just like that.
It's like Chris Ilduke had an extra shot of espresso or something, jetting up to 4th.
So, when you were racing, ever have to do the old nature call dash during a red flag?
Haha, you mean a pit stop for the driver and not the car? Once or twice. You learn to time your drinks, and hope for a long caution. Doesn't always work out though.
It's game on now. Megasaurus 55 has closed the gap to Puppy Dog from Hell. It's now down to 0.1 seconds. Great driving from Megasaurus 55, who has just gained a place and moved up to 8th.
You can't argue with results like that. Megasaurus 55 is really making their mark on this race.
Oh, this is getting intense. Eddie G is just a few car lengths behind Chris Ilduke. You Americans have your drive-thrus. Here, Robin Overbeck's trying to make this a drive past on Maybe Today Satan.
Well, let's see if they can supersize that pass, or if they'll just get a side of disappointment. Who will be able to maintain their pace and come out on top?
Buckle up. Armin Sunoiler is stop the press. Armin Sunoiler has decided to pit. Hold on to your hats, folks. Robin Overbeck is right on the heels of Maybe Today Satan, and we're in for a wild ride. Superb driving from Robin Overbeck, who with that overtake has gained a position in the race. The G-forces these drivers endure, especially around corners like T1, it's no joke. You'd think they're astronauts preparing for launch.
Oh, for sure. It's a testament to their fitness and training regimes. Each lap, pushing their bodies to the limit, all while making...
Hold on a moment. Every race has its highs and lows. Today, Robin Overbeck acquaints themselves with a new perspective at 12th. It's a battle of wills out there, with Megasaurus 55 trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Jack M team. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race? What a move. Megasaurus 55 has moved up to 7th. Alright, hold your horses. Hold on a second, that won't be ideal for Chris Ilduke.
Chris Ilduke is not going to be happy about that.
You know, Megasaurus 55, if you were any slower, you'd be going backwards. But good on ya for making Chris Ilduke work for it.
Every time Megasaurus 55 checks that mirror, they've got to be thinking strategy.
Spot on. It's like a chess match at 300 kilometers per hour. Megasaurus 55 is really belting along the track, leaving Chris Ilduke struggling to keep pace.
That's right, Rob. If Chris Ilduke doesn't pick up the pace, they might as well be moving at a snail's pace. Yes, it's clear that Megasaurus 55 is in control out there. They're making it very difficult for Chris Ilduke to catch up.
By the looks of it, Jack M team is making sure Megasaurus 55 gets a full view of those rear lights. It's like a prolonged "good day" without the handshake. The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
With the way Megasaurus 55 is stalking Jack M team.
Wait, oh mate, Infinity's impersonating a lost tourist. Did someone forget to tell them it's a race, not a bushwalk? This is where the skill and precision of the drivers really comes into play. Megasaurus 55 is chasing Jack M team in P5. Stone the crows. Megasaurus 55s managed to trim the gap with Jack MT. Must be the slipstream effect on this straight. Or maybe they've put down their beard. The horizon that Lars peers towards is as enigmatic as the Uluru at dusk. Layers of stories and strategies are yet to unfold.
And over here, it feels like trying to read a story with half the pages missing. But stories have a way of coming full circle. We've all seen storms roll in fast over the Carolina Pines. Just takes a gust of wind or a slip to change this whole race around. Keep those eyes peeled.
Whoa, Megasaurus 55 is coming in hot. I don't know if it's the red mist or if they have just missed their breaking point.
You're never completely useless. You can always be used as a bad example.
It's a dynamic landscape out there. Megasaurus 55's shift to 7th is testament to that.
Yes, but they can't give up. There's still plenty of time left in this race, and Megasaurus 55 needs to stay focused and keep pushing.
I reckon they've had a few secret lessons down under. Megasaurus 55's just breezed into 6th. If I had $1 for every time Chris Ilduke closed a gap like this, I'd have enough for a pint at the local. Get ready, Megasaurus 55, the thunder from down under is coming.
The stopwatch doesn't lie, and the shrinking gap is telling a tale of a hunter closing in on its prize.
Oi, Chris Ilduke's hotter than a summer Barbie right now. Wonder if Megasaurus 55's feeling a bit exposed?
We'll have to see if Megasaurus 55 has got any answers for that.
Look at the way the drivers are hugging those corners. It's like they're on rails.
Speaking of rails, did you know that the first racetrack was built on a railway in 1896? I bet those drivers were chugging along.
Ha, I bet they were. But things have come a long way since then, haven't they?
Definitely. It's amazing to think about the technology that goes into these cars now. I mean, they have more computing power than some countries.
As of now, Superman stands tall in the 2nd spot.
Oh, for sure. But remember, the rearview mirror can be just as crucial as the windscreen. Superman needs to watch out for those lurking in the shadows.
Excellent work from Superman, who has managed to increase their lead over Mike. They seem to have found their rhythm and they are grooving to it.
That's a really strong performance from Superman. They're not giving Mike any chances to catch up.
You know, Chris Ilduke reminds me of my dating life. Starts with promise, ends up tailing behind everyone else.
Gee whiz, Chris Ilduke is so far back, I'm half expecting to see tumbleweeds blow past. Maybe a vulture or two.
In the midst of this high-octane spectacle, maybe today Satan's skill is shining through as they claim 10th. Maybe today Satan is holding onto this lead like a possum up a gum tree, but Armin Sunoiler is closing in, down to 23.5 seconds.
Looks like maybe today Satan has a storm brewing in their rearview mirror, and its name is Armin Sunoiler. They've got to keep their foot down and eyes on the prize.
As a former racing driver, how challenging was it to adapt your driving style to account for tire degradation throughout a race?
It was a constant challenge, Rob. Tire degradation can change the car's balance and handling, so drivers need to be versatile and adaptable. It requires continuous adjustments to driving techniques and a keen understanding of the car's behavior.
With the asphalt burning beneath them, Superman's strategy seems to be working, placing them in 2nd.
And just like in any great drama, Superman is the lead actor right now, captivating us all from the 2nd.
It seems like Superman is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace. It's a great day, and the tarmac's heating up, and these tires are getting a proper workout.
Speaking of which, tire management is such an underrated skill. Knowing when to push hard and when to conserve, it's like a strategic dance out there on the asphalt.
Hollywood couldn't script this better. Megasaurus 55's shadowing Jack MT, waiting for the slightest misstep. Megasaurus 55 is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Jack M Team to 0.4 seconds.
He's waiting on that golden chance like a hound on a pork chop.
Megasaurus 55 just blitzed past Jack M Team like they were standing still. Gee whiz. Lars is breathing down Puppy Dog from Hell's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Puppy Dog from Hell's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded.
Lars is so close to Puppy Dog from Hell that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the tango.
Crikey. Lars is moving up faster than a cold one disappears on a hot day. They've clinched 8th.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Lars is charging like a bull in a china.
Oh no, what's this? Blimey. Maybe today Satan must have spotted a pub off the track. That's the only reason any self-respecting Aussie would swerve that way. This isn't just racing, it's a duel. Watch as Puppy Dog from Hell zeroes in on Lars, blade sharpened and ready. This is where the true champions shine, and Infinity is certainly showing their class in the final sector.
That's an impressive burst of speed. It's all but said and done now.
The leader has done it. What an incredible performance from Infinity, who was simply untouchable today. This is a race that will go down in the history books.
What a result for Infinity. They'll be absolutely thrilled with that performance, and rightly so. They really put in the work and it's paid off in spades.
A nail-biting finish, but Superman claimed second place.
Intense race, but Superman held their nerve and earned a great second place.
What a race from Mike O'Hagan. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned third place on the podium.
What a drive, well-deserved spot on the podium with that performance.
Eddie G, Megasaurus 55, and Jack M Team brings home 4th, 5th, and 6th. With Chris Ilduke in 7th. Lars take 8th. In 9th, it's Puppy Dog from Hell. English 52 claimed 12th. Maybe today Satan in 10th. '11th sees Armin Sunoila.